Good morning, everybody. I am back on the PCT. Got my friend Brad back there. This is our third day in from about a 55-mile stretch between Ashland and Fish Lake Resort. Had a couple awesome days spending our time catching up, talking about family, talking about kiddos. And yeah, it's been real cool to reconnect after not seeing each other for a long time, but known each other since 4th grade in Miss Kingma's class, and raised a lot of hell as little guys and high schoolers as well. But it's been great. How you doing back there, Brad?
I'm doing good.
Awesome, man.
Feeling it.
Yeah. So we did some good miles. A 22 the first day with a lot of climbing. 18 yesterday with a lot of climbing. We got about 5 miles in today, and another 13 or so to get to, well, a little less than 13 to get in Fish Lake Resort, where stay the night. I'll stay the night. Brad's got to get back to Ashland so he can fly home back up to Washington. But man, it has been a blast. And yeah, good times. But we're gonna continue moving on here. We got our next water source coming up. Been some pretty long water carries on this stretch. I thought Oregon would be a little more flat and have a little more water, but I was wrong on both accounts for this stretch anyway. But yeah, we're coming up to a cabin that has a well and a pump and all that, so we'll catch you when we get up there. And our views are still blocked by all this smoke. Midday update. It is pretty windy up here. We've been going through all this lava rock stuff for about 8 miles now, and just went over the top of our, I won't call it a big climb, but top of our climb for the day. And now we're gonna start descending a little more than 4 miles into the trail junction that leads into Fish Lake. So getting close to the end of our day, but man, all this smoke is blocking the views and stuff. You can smell it reasonably strong, nothing crazy, but earlier we even had ash falling on us. I'm not sure exactly from what fire all the smoke and ash is from, but looking forward to some time where I get out of this smoke. See Brad up there leading, and yeah, so we'll hit you up when we get down to Fish Lake. Jackberry bush. We are just coming out of all those rock fields. I think we got a little less than 3/10 of a mile to get to Highway 140, where we're gonna try to hitch. It's only 2 miles down to Fish Lake, but yeah, it's been a great 57 miles that we banged out together, and looking forward to getting down to Fish Lake, getting some burgers. I'll get my resupply. Brad's gonna be making his way back to Medford so he can catch his flight in the morning to head back home to Seattle. And I will be moving on to Mazama and Crater Lakes. But my brother, it's been awesome.
It's been awesome.
I know we'll chat a little when we get to eat up here. But man, thanks so much. Glad we got to make this work. And dude, it's been awesome.
Thanks for taking the time, slowing down, let me slow you down. You know, it's been awesome.
Good stuff.
Good catching up.
All right, we'll see y'all when we get to Fish Lake. Good morning, everybody. I am about 5 miles into my day after leaving Fish Lake this morning at 8:15. Slept in a little bit, had a couple actually good dinners last night. Spent some time with my friend Brad before he had to leave. He got out of there last night and is flying out back to Seattle today. But man, it was so awesome to see him and spend 3 days hiking with him. Hadn't seen him in about 9 years, but as I said before in the video, we've known each other since 4th grade. So man, that's going to be a very memorable part of this this journey here. So here's a quick shot of me and Brad down there at Fish Lake. So from here, I have about 42 miles to get to Mazama Village, which is at Crater Lake, where I'll pick up my resupply box that'll take me up north a little bit farther. I think the resupply I have after that is Shelter Cove. And really looking forward to Crater Lake too. Just the views, I've never been there. Looks absolutely amazing. So that's one of the stops I was really looking forward to the most on the PCT. And hey, I'm almost there. So I'll split that distance most likely between today and tomorrow, or maybe camp on the trail right outside tomorrow. It's all going to depend on what kind of camps I come across and the views and everything. It's starting to get a little bit flatter than these last 3 days in Oregon, so it ought to be good. One thing I forgot to mention earlier is right outside of Hyatt Lake Resort, ran into a trail angel, and he is the one and a couple of his friends that left that trail magic that I talked about in my last video, right as I entered Oregon, where there was the cream soda. I had the Stella beer and sat for a little bit to wait out the rain. And what an awesome opportunity it was to see him, meet him, and find out who he is. So check this out. Good morning, everybody. I am here near Hyatt Lake, and with me I have the Inquisitor. And if you remember from my last video, that bit of trail magic with the Stella beer and the cream soda, I said thank you to the person, and now I got to meet him because just by coincidence, he's up here at the trailhead. So Inquisitor, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And I think you wanted to put a shout out to a couple others.
Yeah, me and 2 other guys. One did the whole trail in the 80s. His trail name is Magic Dick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a cool trail name.
And the guy that put the Stella in is Anal Pavement Beater.
Anal Pavement Beater.
He's run at least 1 mile for 24 years.
Yeah.
And he's adding to it every day. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, Inquisitor, thank you and your buddies so much for what you guys do. It was so cool to meet you, and glad I got this opportunity since I just mentioned you in my very last video. So cool. Thank you so much.
We love doing it.
Really appreciate it, man.
You're welcome.
That was another really cool experience, and even cooler, I got to share it with Brad. So now it is time for me to get back to hiking. It is great to have some clear skies today. Haven't had those for quite a while. Midday update. It's been an awesome but dry day. Had a 10-mile dry stretch, and now have an 11-mile dry stretch. I thought Oregon was going to have a lot more water, but all good. Fortunately, the temperatures are not too crazy, and man, it's awesome to have the sun out too. Just get away from that smoke for a while, even though it hasn't been too crazy thick. Just breathing that crap all the time, pretty tired of it. And you know, another cool thing, I'm starting to run into Southbound Pct Hikers. Saw the first 3 yesterday, and just saw 2 and stopped talking to them for a while. We're just sharing the kind of trail conditions ahead, and you know, they were telling me about all the smoke and things they've had to maneuver around, and the wind, you know, changes from day to day and changes the conditions on the trail. So I have no idea what's coming up, but man, if it stays like this, I'll have some clear paths through Oregon and hopefully not have to go around anything. There was one new fire closure that they put up this morning, mile 1983 to 2001, which is a new one that the fire was getting close, but the PCT actually closed it today. So I'll figure all that stuff out once I get a little bit closer, but Oregon's going by fast and I'm loving all this green. So I'm gonna keep on hiking. I'll talk to y'all in a little bit. Out of the trees where I've been all day, and we got some views. Heck yeah. Whew, long day, but made it to camp by, I believe this is called Snow Lake. It's about a 1/10 of a mile off the trail, but yeah, I'm gonna set up right here. There's a good water source, and yeah, the sun is right directly behind the camera, so out that way ought to get a pretty good sunrise. And yeah, pretty flat spots. Room for 1 or 2 more, and then there's another lake just a little bit farther away, but I'm gonna grab this spot right here. So I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna set up, I'm gonna go to sleep, and I'll see you guys in the morning. And the smoke is coming back. How crazy is that smoke line? Good morning, everybody. So I'm only about 30 minutes into the day here, and as you can see, I just showed you that smoke line is crazy. Yeah, it was really clear yesterday, and then right as I was moving into camp, the stuff came back. But hey, it's okay up here at elevation. I got about 23.5 miles to go to get to Mazama Village and Crater Lake. And I don't know if I'm gonna do it all today. I might just chill if I find a nice camp spot a little bit outside, and get in there tomorrow morning, get some breakfast, get my resupply, and move on. But feels good to have that flexibility, but you know, I'm up early, so if I'm feeling good, I might just press in, but I'll figure all that out later. But man, despite that smoke, I just came up on a ridge, got some awesome views all around. Feels kind of weird to be up this high in Oregon, but yeah, starting off the day great. And great camp last night. Let me show you, right after this, I'll show you the sunrise that I saw. Really cool. Glad I stopped there a little bit earlier than I wanted to, but well worth it. All right, I'm gonna get to hiking. Good evening, everybody. It is about 5:30, and I'm a little less than a half a mile from the trail junction that'll take me down to Mazama Village, where I'll stay for the night. I decided just to keep moving. It's been a big day. I think it'll be 27 or 28 once I'm all said and done. But yeah, pretty cruisy trail today. So a bit of climbing, but nothing too crazy. Yeah, really looking forward to getting some food. I think I might be able to make it to the store before they close. I think they close at 7, but the restaurant there closes at 8:30. So I know I'll be able to at least make that. If not, I'll just have to get my package in the morning. But down at the campground there, they let PCT hikers stay for free in one area. You know, unfortunately, no showers or any stuff like that, but all good. Be a good place to rest. And then tomorrow, man, so excited to see Crater Lake. I'm just hoping that the smoke holds out and doesn't roll in. It's been coming in today, really stinging my eyes and getting my sinuses going. But talking to a whole bunch of Southbound hikers, they've told me, because they're all coming through, they've told me that it's been clear the last 2 days. So, man, I hope it holds out for me. Fingers crossed on that. But anyway, I'm going to keep on moving. Hey everybody, so as you can see, I'm here in Crater Lake National Park. Just started hiking the rim trail. It's about 5 o'clock. Got in and stayed last night in the Mazama Village PCT hiker area, which was really crowded, but quiet, still a good time. Got my resupply and ready to move forward. Got lucky today because there's minimal smoke out here. But it has been, you know, coming in the last couple days. You can see my eyes are an absolute mess right now. And yeah, so tomorrow I'm actually going to make the determination in the morning whether or not to skip forward a little bit. Tough call, but I've been feeling pretty bad, nauseous, headache, eyes and everything have been swollen. But I've been one of the lucky ones. I have not had to go around any of the recent fire closures. So I've been able to get those miles, and each person's PCT journey is a little bit different. And there are some now that have had to move forward to some 300 miles to avoid those things. So although I've been one of the lucky ones, like I said in the morning, I'm going to have to make that tough call. And I might actually move up to Shelter Cove to get out of this, because over the past few weeks, it's been kind of building up and it really kicked my butt the other day. But we'll see how that goes in the morning. If this stuff clears up, I can still, you know, continue to move forward, but more to follow on that. Anyway, tonight, I'm probably going to camp somewhere over there. We'll see. Haven't seen any rangers out and about, but might just camp inside the rim. I'm going to stick around at least for the sunset, and I think it would be great to be able to see the sunrise on Crater Lake too. I mean, how many opportunities do you have in a lifetime to do that? But I'm babbling. I'm going on now, and I'm going to get to hiking and hopefully find some spots to show you some of these incredible views that I'm seeing right now. I mean, look at that color. Absolutely amazing. So I'll see you in a bit. So yeah, remember those views I told you about? As soon as I said that, I look over and I see the smoke start to roll in. That was only about 20 minutes ago. So we'll see how that goes. It has been just over an hour since I shot my intro video, and now the smoke is moving in so fast that I can't even see where I was headed. Just got my permit checked by a ranger, and wow, it's been since Yosemite since anyone has asked me to show my permit. But yeah, she was really cool, good information. Warned me about the smoke and the air quality. It's pretty bad up here right now, so yeah, it looks like I'm gonna go ahead and make that call and move on up to Shelter Cove tomorrow. So, but right now, gotta find a place to camp. I'm on the kind of away from the lake a little bit. I'll be back joining it again, and I'll try to find a place that has a little bit of a breeze that hopefully will move out some of the smoke throughout the night. But yep, I will see you all in camp. So, as we all know, things don't always go as planned. I had planned on camping on the rim, enjoying dinner down there, watching the meteor shower that's going on right now, and enjoying a sunrise tomorrow morning. But I took a look there, I couldn't even see down to the water. And so now, just adjusting the plan, all good. Moving about 4 miles to another camp, well, an actual camp, and probably gonna take me into the darkness. So not sure what I'm gonna do for dinner. Probably won't stop, but I had brought a trail beer to enjoy with my dinner that I'm just gonna go ahead and drink while I walk. Pretty good stuff. Velociraptor. Never heard of it before, but it's an IPA. It's a local brewery, and it's really good, but I don't want to walk and drink, so I'll just stop, do this every once in a while, and keep smiling. Actually had a great day, even though it's been short. Ran into so many cool people, and I stopped and talked quite a bit. But yeah, I ran into a guy who was spreading his brother's ashes, who unfortunately died of cancer last year, at the lake. Stopped and talked to him. He shared his story. He is actually touring around right now with his daughter, who's about to be a senior in high school, checking out colleges and carrying his brother's ashes. Put some in Crater Lake, or on the rim of Crater Lake today. Really cool to see that experience and to talk with him about it. Then just met a family back at Watchman Overlook, where I was going to eat, but it's just too windy. Great family. I believe they're from Vietnam. Just amazed at about talking about the trail, and they had kids there. It was great to see kids about my age, reminding me of my boys, and how much I miss them. But it's cool to see other families out here, spending time in a place like this. But yeah, I'm gonna take a couple more sips of this, and I'm gonna move on and try to get to camp as close to dark as possible. But man, look at this stuff. It is just rolling in. It's just one of those things. I've been so lucky to not have had to go around anything, and where so many people have, and I guess it's just my turn, because I'm not going to continue to make myself sick with this. So tomorrow, hopefully move up a few miles and get to a spot where a little bit cleaner air, and I'll be feeling a little bit better and moving on. So I think I'm going to call this a day, and I'm just going to keep on moving and enjoy what I can, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Hey everybody, so I made it to Shelter Cove last night. Got in a little later than expected, but all good. Had a good meal. Met up with a whole bunch of people. There are a ton of hikers here right now, so I got some good rest. A little bit of smoke up here still that kind of gets heavier throughout the day, but it's clear this morning, and hopefully a little less smoke moving forward. 77.1 miles up to Bend. where I'm gonna take a 0 and recharge, relax, and get ready to finish out Oregon. The state has been flying by, but the parts I've been able to see have been amazing. I understand this next stretch I'm going on, there are a lot of views. But I'm gonna close out this video, and as always, say thanks to everyone for watching. Thanks for the support and encouragement. And of course, to my family, love you guys, miss you, and I will see you very soon. Take care.